Hey healthy family, so as you can tell by the title, this is my story time. Apologies for the late upload. I haven't been feeling well, but yes, I have been contemplating whether to do the story time out, as it's a hard subject always to talk about someone that you lost, and this is my story time on how I dealt with a lot of things, what I went through at the time of the passing of my father. It's a bit of a background story. My father was a pastor before he passed. He loved evangelism, he loved people, his heart was for the lost souls. Like, he was very much a people person. So growing up, we met a lot of new people and had what would you call like odd friends. Not your usual clique, but that's how my father raised us, basically. He was the type of person that would have the lost dollar in his pocket or the lost clothing on his back. He would give it up to anyone and everyone. That's just who he was. My relationship with my dad was one you would have with your mom, like things you would only tell your mother. That's how close we were. Advice about boys, relationship, things that are going on in our friend's life, like he would have the best advice, and he was the one that we would all go to, like for anything and everything. He was just that type of person, and he had that type of heart. He had a really big heart. 2 years before he passed, he was in and out of hospital, and his health wasn't all there. So I think he was in ICU twice. No, I think it was once or twice. And he was one to not really listen to anything or what anyone else had to say. He would do things on his own accord. He basically just did whatever he liked whenever he liked. And that's just the type of person he was. He was like funny in that way. So 2 years before he passed, he was in and out of hospital. He was becoming really ill, and those times that he did come out of hospital, he would fight it. Like, he was that strong. And like, when you grown up with someone like my dad, his heart is for God. Like, he was always preparing us. Like, we're not gonna be here for long. There's gonna be a time when my time is up. Our days are limited. And we'll be like, oh Dad, don't talk like that. Like, you shouldn't say those things. And I don't know, for some reason in my mind, my dad was gonna be here forever. And coming up to 2011 and 12, he was in and out, and it still hadn't hit. So we would do everything we can to change his diet, to do everything we could just to help him. And like I said, he did whatever he wanted. He was hard to control. Like, that's just my dad. The last time he was in ICU, the doctor had told my sister that the next time he's admitted into hospital would be his last. And that freaked us all out. So we were just like, Dad, we gotta do this, you gotta change everything. And it was hard talking to someone that didn't want to listen. And the last time he went in, he was so adamant to get out. He didn't want to be in there. My dad hates hospitals, and everyone was like, no, you need to go back, you need to go back in. Like, you know, it's just nothing's working, and he's just getting sick, and he was really ill. And it was around, fast forward to 2013, he went to hospital, he came out, and I remember we were just like so mad at him because he wanted to come out. He was hitting up my sister's phone saying he wanted to come home, and as soon as the doctor said that they were going to discharge him, he was so happy. Like, we had to go pick him up. The day we picked him up, I was just looking at him like I was so angry at him. Because we wanted him to be better, we wanted him to get better, and we wanted him to be in hospital, and he didn't want to be there. And I remember asking him, why don't you want to go to hospital? Like, why don't you want to go? Like, they're going to help you. And he's like, it's so lonely. And he felt so alone. And so I started pushing for it. And he doesn't want it. Like, if he wants to go, he wouldn't die there. And he wanted to be at home with his family. And that to me, I just stopped. I was like, okay, well, if you don't want to be in it, then that's fine. And it got to a point where we just stopped, like, telling him that he had to go back because he didn't want to be there at all. But during that time, like, a lot of things were happening around us. Like, a lot of things were happening, and we just, like, me and my dad's relationship at one point wasn't all there. There were days that we would have disagreements to a point where it was an ongoing thing. Like, it got to a point where it was just normal in our household. Like, oh, you know, Tim and Dad's had a disagreement. Oh my gosh, like, it wasn't nothing new. And I remember we were just barking at each other for no reason. I can't even remember what we were fighting for. You know, we were just not clicking. It wasn't him, it was me. I don't know what happened between us, but that was just it. And you know, things were said back and forth, and like, I can honestly say, like, I do regret the things that I said to him. I do regret everything that happened, and I wish it wasn't even like that. But you know, at the end of the day, I do love my dad, and he's everything to me. And it was just so weird as to why things were happening. And then I remember I think it was the Father's Day before that, his ultimate wish was to have his whole family under one roof. And he was just always asking about everyone, and you know, wondering what they were doing, and it was just hard at the same time. Like I said, a lot of things were happening around us at the time. My dad was sick. So we were pretty much, you know, like, a lot of, we're just all over the place basically. And mind you, at this time, my relationship with my father wasn't all there. And it got to a point where, like, now that we look back at it, we know that he knew that he was about to go. But prior to him passing, he was like calling on, you know, calling everyone in his family and making sure everything was going well, because around that month my cousins in Fiji were getting married, so he was sorting all that out. And then back here at home, you know, like he was trying to make sure everything was in order, I guess, and he sort of tried to make sure everything was done before he left. I remember he was just, he was talking so weird. Like at one point he wanted my sister and my brother-in-law to get married straight away, and my sister was like, you know, like what the hell, like, well, you can't force people to get married and this and that. And I remember him saying, you know, if you're gonna get married, I'm gonna drag you, you know, me and my other sister by the rope. And so he had, that's his way of walking us all down the aisle. And that's what broke my heart. Because I remember him saying to me one time, he never had the chance to do it with my older sister. So that was his wish, was to walk us down the aisle if we were to get married. And when he was saying that to us, we were just like, you know, like not thinking about it. We're like, oh, here we go, like dad's talking nonsense again. And this was all prior to before he passed. And we were just having a laugh. I remember that was just the moment me and my sister shared with my dad. Like it was just like old times. Fast forward to like, I think it was around August 31st was my mom's birthday. At the time we had renovations happening at our old house, and so we went and stayed at a hotel. And that night my brother and my sisters and my sister-in-law were trying to get like a little surprise dinner on for mom. And so we were back at the hotel, like getting ready, and I said to him, oh come on, you have to get ready, let's go. He was like, I don't want to go, I don't feel like going. And I was like, why not? It's mom's birthday, like you have to come, everyone's expecting you to be there. And he's like, oh, can you just go on my behalf and say that I'm sorry? Like he was tired, like really tired. And so I remember just that night, I remember shaving his beard, and he was lying on the couch, and like he was positioned like on my chest, so I was just shaving his beard, and it was sort of just like a moment between me and my dad at that point. And I remember him apologizing to me and asking me to forgive him. I was like, Dad, what are you talking about? Like, don't be stupid. And I was like, and then he goes, no, I just want to thank you for everything you've done. You know, I want you to know that I love you so much. And I was sitting there thinking, like, what the hell? Why is he talking like this? I was like, Dad, stop. And I was like, if anything, I should be asking you for forgiveness. Like, I'm so sorry for the way I spoke to you and I've been treating you. Like, it's not right. And I was just so hurt. And in that moment, I remember I just wanted him to be around. And I remember that was just a moment between me and him. And now that I look back at it, like I cherish it more. I was actually thankful that we had that moment between us. Leading up to my dad's passing, he passed away on the 6th of September 2013. One of the hardest days. The toughest morning of my life. My sister was on the phone to the operator. And my mom screamed. Like honestly, everything, I just went blank. I tried to perform CPR, I couldn't do it. I was just blank, I didn't know what to do. And in the room, when he took his last breath, it was just me, my mom, and my sister Sana. I was like, Dad, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. And he took his last breath. As he did, he looked at my sister. I didn't know what to do. I was just so blank. Like, it's just like everything that you learn, everything to do with first aid, etc., like went out the window. And I couldn't. Like, even just looking at him, I was in disbelief. It was so weird because 2 weeks before that I've been praying. And just to get the words out, Lord, I'm ready when you are, was so hard. But seeing him every day, it hurt me so much that he was in so much pain. And every time I woke up, he was still there. And that morning is like the morning I least expected it. And I was like, God, I feel the pain in my heart. Like, it just hurt so much. I felt sorry for my mom. I felt sorry for my sisters. And my niece who was quite my dad. I felt sorry for my family, like, and his family, like, they didn't even get the chance to say goodbye. It's like when death hits you, you never think of a heart, like you're just never prepared for anything at all, or anything that's gonna happen. When reality hits, you're just never prepared. I was like, oh my God, like what the hell am I gonna say to my siblings? What the hell am I gonna tell my family? So we had a moment, just me and the girl. Yeah, my sister's crying. My sister's crying alone. It broke me so much. Like, there's literally nothing I could do. Like, he's a man who's lifeless, like, someone that we thought would never leave. Never in a million years we thought he would go. Because that's how strong he was. He would always fight everything that came his way. as hard as that was, I just thank God for the moment and the time that we had with him. I was thankful because we couldn't get that time back, so I cherished every time. It was just me and him. Every time we talked, every time we laughed, I cherished every bit because I knew I was gonna get it back. And it was hard dealing with that. And the one thing that irked me the most at the time of my dad's passing was like, everyone was like, yeah, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine. But you're not, and that's okay. But it just really annoyed me at the time. Like, I know it's comfort words to comfort someone that's lost someone, but for me, just didn't want to hear it. But I was being polite, and so I just went, okay, thank you very much. Like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to be rude. The pain you feel, you don't move on from that. It takes time. And one thing I've learned over the time my dad's passing was grieving is a process. It takes time, and it's not up to anyone on how fast or how slow it is for you. I remember, I think it was like 1.5 years later, I don't know what I was doing in my room. I just sat there and I started crying. I don't know. I just started crying. Because I missed him so much. It was so different without him. Everything was changing so fast. And it was just like, I needed to hear his voice. I needed him to tell me something. I just needed to hear his voice. I don't know who this is gonna help, who this is gonna touch, but I just hope that you got something out of today's video. I was skeptical at first to do this video, but I'm glad I've done it. This wasn't easy, and I guess I hope it's somewhat good content for you guys, but that's just my story time and how I dealt with things. And if you're going through something similar, I hope not, but if you are, what helped me get through a lot of things was I usually used to just cry things out. For some reason I would just cry, and as weird as that sounds, it was like therapeutic to me. And just talking about it, shutting down and shutting out is really not going to help. You're just going to be in a depressed mode. And I found that talking about it helped me a lot. And honestly, just praying, like, I honestly couldn't get through what I went through if it wasn't for everyone around me and also God. Like, I can honestly say that. And it hasn't been easy. It's still not easy now. Like, when you have new additions to the family, you have so many milestones happening in your family, and there's only one person missing out. But I know in spirit he's here with us, but I wish he was here in the physical, because I know he would be crazy about his grandkids. But yeah, so I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. And even if you're not going through something like this, or you just want to talk, just don't hesitate to hit me up, DM me if you need someone to listen to you or have a shoulder to cry on. I'm here. We can be each other's support system. At the end of the day, like, that's all it is, for us to come together and just help each other out. So in saying that, I hope you enjoyed today's story time. I'm really nervous to put this up, but yeah, so catch us on our next vlog. Like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, see you in our next video. Peace.